Hi, my name is Praachi, and I get it. Learning a language is hard work, but I'm going to show you 10 ways you can use ChatGPT to make your language learning 10 times more effective. Before we start, log on to ChatGPT right now and type this single prompt to set you up, but don't hit enter just yet. You are my personal target language teacher. I'm a complete beginner. This is telling ChatGPT exactly how to teach you, in this case in the simplest and easiest way for a beginner to understand. If there's a specific dialect you are learning or country that speaks the language, you should include that in the prompt. For example, if I wanted to learn Mexican Spanish, I would say, "You are my personal Spanish teacher from Mexico. I'm a complete beginner." Now we can add to that prompt. Let's start with input, with pronunciation, the foundation of speaking clearly. Right? Teach me all of the essential sounds I need to know for a target language and compare them to English sounds. Then give me pronunciation tips. This will teach you what to do with your mouth, tongue, and voice in a way you can understand. Once you can recognize sounds, it's time to start reading. Try, write me a 100-word story in target language at beginner level. Then give me an English translation and a short vocab list with meanings. If the story you get is too difficult to understand, ask ChatGPT to make it easier until you get the level you want. Next, it's time for output, and this is where you ask ChatGPT to correct your writing. Write a short paragraph in your target language about any topic or whatever words you learned from reading the short story, and then tell ChatGPT something like, "Here's my 5-sentence paragraph about my daily routine. Please correct any grammar or word choice mistakes, then explain why." If you don't want to type up your text and instead write it on a piece of paper, you can upload a picture of it onto ChatGPT and ask it the same prompt. Now let's train your ear. Ask ChatGPT to write you a dialogue for a specific situation and use a text-to-speech tool to learn the right way to say it. You could say, "Write a short dialogue in target language about ordering food at a restaurant. Keep it simple for beginners. Then tell me how I can copy and paste it into a free text-to-speech tool to listen and repeat." Hearing these sentences in a native accent helps you to match the rhythm, tone, and pronunciation.
Un jugo de naranja para mí y agua para la niña. Por favor.
This next tip shows you how to teleport to your target country without leaving your house. You will need to use the voice mode for this one. One of the things you can tell the voice is, "Pretend I've just moved to target country. Speak to me only in target language like a friendly local. Start with simple questions and get gradually harder as I respond." If you want to have conversations for specific situations with ChatGPT, you can say something like, "Pretend you're a nationality waiter. I'll be a customer ordering dinner. Stay fully in character and correct my sentences after I reply each time." Practicing speaking, in my opinion, is the most important part of any language, and you can do this without embarrassment or fear of judgment. This next tip will help you with your grammar. You can ask ChatGPT to explain different grammatical concepts to you. Your prompt could be, "Explain how verb conjugation works in target language in the simplest way possible, like you're teaching a 10-year-old. Then quiz me with 10 fill-in-the-blank examples." Your prompt could greatly vary for this one, depending on what you struggle with the most. Quizzing yourself is a fantastic way to reinforce what you learn. Now that you can speak and write, it's time to expand your vocabulary. Ask ChatGPT, "Teach me 10 new target language words I'd actually use in daily life. Include example sentences, a memory tip for each, and ask me to translate them back to English at the end." Whenever you feel you understand the vocab well, you can ask it to increase the difficulty of the words. Now here's how you can learn to sound more like a native speaker. Ask ChatGPT, "Show me 5 everyday expressions that natives say in target language that don't translate directly into English. Explain what they really mean and how to use them naturally." This is great because you'll learn phrases that are not always taught in books. You'll begin to understand more about the culture of your target language and connect with the people more. My final tip is to use ChatGPT to create a plan for your language learning journey. This is my best tip because without a plan, you can't really stay consistent and advance your language ability. The prompt would be, "Create a daily 20-minute ChatGPT routine to improve my target language. Include short tasks for speaking, reading, writing, grammar, and vocab practice." ChatGPT is an incredibly powerful tool if you're learning a new language. However, only use it to assist your learning, don't use it as the only resource. italki is a platform I use to learn Spanish and Portuguese with real teachers, and I think learning with a teacher who can correct your mistakes and give you conversational practice is the best way to learn a language quickly and not get stuck. With that said, I hope you found my tips helpful and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. See you in the next video!